Hi, everybody. I'm just waiting for my YouTube to catch up so I can hit the mute. Sharon will be right back with us in a minute. Okay, just muted. Okay. Hi. Hi, Janet P. and Teresa and Silver. And I know people are still over on Karen's channel right now. I don't know if anybody has heard that Jeffrey from Ripe Colors had a fire in his apartment and his business, and is doing a fundraiser right now. So I have a ticker for him. There. I'm going to add the banner here. There's the banner with the link to his GoFundMe page. So if you can afford to help him out, we would appreciate it. He's gonna have to start everything over from scratch. He lost, he's an artist, and so it's impacted his
I'm here.
B&B and all that. And here comes Dean.
What's that?
Oh, I was talking to the audience. We're live.
Oh, we're live already?
Yeah, we're live already.
Okay.
I'm going to go ahead and start it. I knew you guys were going to come in.
Yeah.
Welcome, Dean and Sharon. I was just telling everybody that I've got a ticker up here for Jeffrey. Ripe Color. He had a fire in his building and he's lost everything. And he's an artist and he runs a B&B out of his home. So it's his livelihood. And it was impacted by everything. And they're doing his GoFundMe link is on the ticker. But yeah, if you can afford to help him out, please. They've already raised $6,800, almost $6,900, the last number, and
people have been sending
too.
Yeah, and people have been donating to his PayPal as well, so it's more than that.
Yeah, well, that's just account on his GoFundMe page. So.
Yeah, on his GoFundMe. Yeah.
Artist, so and he lives in New York. It's going to take a while for him to get back on his feet in that area because the housing is just crazy there.
Yes, I know. So I'm
concerned
imagine about
that. A great, setup like he had. So,
hi, Connie.
But this is such a supportive community. So
we all send
our love to him. Hello, Connie. Hi, Connie Brown. How is everything going today? And Patty G. And
she says it's at $7,000. That's great.
Wow, that's amazing.
And as I said,
community.
Yeah, and as I said, people were donating to his PayPal as well.
The readers,
he's great.
I mean, I love our community because we have all become such good friends and so supportive of each other. And you just can't ask for more than that from a community of people. It's amazing. Everybody out there is so amazing. So, yeah, I imagine he has some insurance, but still, insurance doesn't cover everything.
They'll give you like fair market value for it. They'll underprice everything.
Yeah. And I can imagine what he has invested in just the art supplies with the work he does with his absolutely fabulous, and he's been an artist for years, and I know just if I lost just my quilting, I had a fire and lost my quilting stuff, just that alone probably would run me to replace the fabrics and what I've accumulated over the years. Probably a good $20,000-$30,000, and the insurance company would say, "Prove it." I have 5 sewing machines, and I have 2 of them that are worth, $6,000 a piece to replace.
It's almost like with all of that, you would have to open up like your small business and have that claimed on your business insurance out of your own house, just to be able to reclaim it.
Additional riders on my policy to cover my clothing stuff because.
Yeah,
it's above normal household items, so when you have specialty equipment and stuff like that, it's When you lose it, you lose it.
What were you spraying, Sharon? Because I usually spray the frankincense and lavender. I love the smell of
It's
that.
her Aquanet of protection.
Yeah, right. It's organic rose extra. It's divine essence. Yeah.
That smells
So
good.
yeah.
Is it like a refreshing smell, or does it smell like an old lady smell?
No, it's very refreshing.
Okay, because with rose, it's like one of those.
I know. No, it's very refreshing. I know exactly what you mean.
Some of those rose waters and stuff from the Victorian era.
Because I use red roses of protection. Around me, so this is just reinforces that. Okay, I just need to ground myself here.
Yes, and we'll ground the community too, and protective white light around everybody we're reading for. Okay. I'm going to scroll back up because I haven't even looked for questions yet. Yeah. If you can push your questions in caps and put in a couple hearts around it, that would be helpful.
Okay.
I'm not seeing any questions.
Oh, thanks, Deanne. Yes, you are a faithful subscriber.
Yes, thank you.
Welcome,
everybody.
Yeah. And she can get down and nasty. She fits right in.
Oh, the tea rose perfume, Connie? Because I'm going to start venturing out for other scents. I might try rose.
I have a real thing for lavender. I even have lavender sitting on my desk.
Okay, there's a couple of questions that have come in.
Oh,
at the end there, there's two. Scary Harpy and
Silver Scribe.
Oh, Silver Scribe did have one, but retracted. Oh, but retracted it.
I don't see the retractions on my side because I'm looking at StreamYard.
Right.
So do you want me to skip your question, Silver? Because I'm getting an answer on that. Yes, you need to continue with your studies.
And Scary Harpy, what area of your life would you like us to focus on to get a message from Spirit? Spiritual. Okay, she wants us to focus on her spiritual.
Wait, which question are you looking
journey
at?
I'm looking at Scary Harpy.
Scary Harpy.
She wanted a message from Spirit. I just asked her to narrow it down. She wants to, excuse me. She wants us to read on her spiritual journey.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay. Just let me look.
Spiritual journey.
Okay.
It's very interesting.
Whoever is ready first. I'm going to step away and warm up my heating pad really quick.
Okay.
I'll be right back.
So I get for the overall reading the messages, it's the Eight of Pentacles. And from what I'm getting here, when I'm looking at the whole entire spread, it's like you are the creator of your own destiny. I feel like you're the one that needs to orchestrate how you want it to turn out. I feel like you're doing the hard work, but you're still working with either regrets, heartbreaks, sadness. So I had the Three of Swords. And when I pulled some clarifiers on it, whatever hurt this was in your most recent past or current present, I would say, you need to find it within yourself to resolve that. Because I have the Justice card. Work within your own light, your own intuition. You know what you need to do and how to resolve it. And because I see you as the Queen of Wands, you have a lot of fire, a lot of drive, a lot of passion. So I would say you're going to have to find a way to orchestrate yourself out of this funk that you might find yourself in, because this has been weighing on you for a while. Because I have the 10 of, what's this? Okay, the 10 of Wands. So it's this burden that you're carrying. Instead of him facing the other direction towards the future, it's going back into the past. So I don't know if you need to go back to your past to settle whatever issue you have before you can move on, but that's the way it looks like. In the center of my reading, I have the Three of Cups, which is telling me that you are going to have to work in tandem with maybe someone very close to you, someone, possibly a loved one, to help you heal with the Three of Cups. I also feel once you start doing this, you're going to start believing in yourself again, that you can make a difference, that you are that you are the strong, loving, caring person, and you can take charge of your own path again. Because I have the Ace of Wands, that fiery energy. Like I said, see you as the Queen of Wands. So I would say find your fire, find your passion, your internal light, your flame, and own it. Because Spirit believes that about you. You're probably even a Leo, possibly, because I have you as this at the end of my reading. I have you as a Strength card. You have the strength to conquer whatever you need to do. But that is what I got for you, Scary Harpy. I hope that resonates with you, and many blessings.
Okay. So do you have the questions there from Deanne and from Mary Lloyd? You started those ones?
I haven't yet. I'm out of the
Oh, you are a Leo. Okay. Well, look into that Leo-ness in you, look into that inner lioness in you, and own it. Here, let yourself roar. Let yourself roar. But the cat that you are.
I got one of the cards that I saw was the Sun card. Let yourself roar. That's a Leo card. I tuned in, and what Spirit showed me was actually some cards from the Light Seers deck. The first one was, connecting. This is the Ace of Swords. Live your truth and connect with Spirit, because your guides are there to help you. Your journey is slow but steady. Just keep going. And I also saw them that you need to loosen up. You need to embrace life. And they showed me the Sun card. So you need to be a lot more open. And then the rest, that was just the cards they actually showed me when I looked. And then when I did the spread, again, the energy of the reading, 4 of Wands, see how they are celebrating and enjoying life. Yeah, you need to grab life more. You need to loosen up and let those wonderful energies in. The first card, I get the Death card, the Rebirth card. They're saying, yeah, you need to make a shift in how you are living your life and your spiritual life. And again, here's another letting go card, the Fool. So they're really giving you the message that I think you're stuck right now and you need to let go. And again, the Team card, they're there to help you. Your guides are there to help you. And you're needing to clear some baggage from the past or maybe from current times. But they're saying you need to work on releasing old hurts, that sort of stuff. And once you can do that, then the World card, you'll be able to move on and really, really, I think, heighten your spiritual life and move on faster, and your gifts will show themselves. Now, I got the same card as Dean. I think if you do this, letting go of your emotional baggage, your past hurts, then you'll be much more balanced. And then you'll find that you can communicate with spirit. You'll be much more in tune if you do that work. So I hope, does that make sense? Can you give me some feedback? Because that's what I've got. They definitely said you've got to let go of stuff and embrace you, embrace life.
You know what, Sharon? We had a lot of light and fire in our cards that we picked. A lot of light. And I guess that just to embrace that light energy, that light source.
She says she is a Leo.
Exactly.
Also.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, that's why I said she got the Leo card. She got the, they showed me, embrace your Leoness. Yeah.
Yeah. Are you done, Sharon?
Yep, I'm done. Thanks.
Yeah, it's interesting because our readings are all falling into place together. I've got you. My reading starts out with the 7 of Cups. You have this talent. You have this. You've got all the elements that make you a good medium. You need to move into a higher ground with your abilities and raise your vibration. Because your guides with this 10 of Cups, I'm seeing this is representing your guides in that rainbow bridge in this card. They're with you. They're there to support you. You've burdened yourself in your abilities. You question yourself too much. And that burdens you, and it brings your energy levels down, and it makes you feel bound. But as long as you're using your abilities in your truth, and I got the King of Swords for you, is you have this power, you have this truth that you will bring forward with your abilities. And then that, of course, that wand, that fire, it is in you. You have those messages to bring forward and a gift to share with people. And you need to walk away with the things in your fears and that are burdening you. Once you let go of those things, everything else raises your vibration. So Dean got a really great deck of cards this week, and I ordered them too because I like them so much. And it is mediumship training, and it gives all kinds of exercises. The cards do if you work with sharpening your keys and focusing, and a really fabulous deck of cards. He bought. I went shopping with him via Messenger when he bought the cards, and we were sharing them. And I like the cards so much, I actually went on and ordered them. But I would recommend, working with other mediums and stuff to work on your abilities. Of course, you're going to have to work on things in your past, but also, practice expanding your abilities by doing different practicing aspects and working with, if you want to reach out to me or any of us to work with. I love working with people and helping with different aspects of their abilities. I'm always open to that. So, but yes, you have the gift. The cards are saying, yes, you are very gifted. Your cups are full. I think your mediumship runs in many aspects. It's not any one talent. It's the clairvoyance, the clairaudience, the claircognitive. I'm feeling like all those things are there for you, but trusting yourself and not burdening yourself with things in the past or fears. Those are the things that can keep you down, because Spirit's there guiding you, and you have to trust in that. So, blessings to you. And I hope
yes,
that
thanks for asking that question.
It was a great question.
Mm-hmm. Wow, up to $7,400. That's great. Thanks for the updates,
Connie. Updates, Connie. I knew that was coming from Connie.
Yeah.
Connie's our moderator extraordinaire tonight.
Absolutely.
Did Silver want her question deleted, or does she want the?
I don't know. I think she reposted it.
Oh,
she wants to know.
Scary Harpy.
Well,
it's called the Gilded Tarot.
This is, that's what I'm using too. Is the Gilded Tarot. It's my new favorite.
So Silver Scribe's still here? Oh, she said she reposted it. Okay. So does Spirit want me to continue with my studies with AA? And what exactly do you mean with AA? What is that? I mean,
there's all kinds of AA.
All kinds of AAs. Hey, Sheila. Nice to see you.
Hi, Sheila.
Hi, Sheila.
And Viviane.
Viviane.
I've also got the ticker for those that are just joining us, and
channel info.
Free at Ripe Colors. He had a fire and lost everything, and so they're doing a fundraiser both on his PayPal account and on his GoFundMe page, which is in the ticker.
Oh, associate's degree. Okay.
Oh, associate's degree. Okay.
Okay. Well,
but then she says,
Silver.
She says then channeled information. So I don't know what she means by that.
But my question is, Silver, if you're asking the question, how do you feel about your studies? Mm-hmm. Because that's the real question. Does it bring in you passion? That's one thing, and to continue doing it. If it's money, then there's other avenues to be looking at. So I kind of like, are you falling out of?
Why are you asking this question? Yeah, I'm wondering if she's feeling not
or
so good about it.
Or is it overwhelmed?
Yeah, right. Could be overwhelmed.
Oh, I'll just throw some cards on it. Let's see.
Yeah. I'll take a look. I like him, but I'm hesitant with some info. I like him?
I'm confused now.
Yeah, I'm confused. So is continue my studies with AA. Is that a certain teacher that you're trying to? I like him, but I'm hesitant with some information. Oh, is this some spiritual person that you are working with? He's a YouTuber. Okay. Yes, spiritual. Okay. All right.
I heard a name, but I'm not going to say it loud.
Huh. I feel as though that you need to reach out to this person and talk to them about your concerns, and that's will look to give you the answer you need.
Okay. Yeah, the fact that you're asking the questions sort of sets up a red flag for me that you're not happy with something.
If you're
but that's
not
my mind. That's my mind saying that.
What my guide's telling me is if you're not resonating with the person with the information that somebody's conveying to you about your spiritualism, go with your gut. Because it's your guides that will lead the truth to you, not another person. Another person can help guide you, but they cannot answer the in-depth questions for you.
You're welcome, self-prescribe.
And realize that just because somebody's a YouTuber and they're reading that, they are not all knowing. None of us are 100%, and we can help guide you, and we can throw cards and help give you the answers. But if it is not resonating with what you're receiving internally, or you're getting a red flag, listen to your red flags, because you're intuitive yourself. And so, you know, I have a friend that I've been working with that was told at one time by a Reiki master that he's lost his abilities, and he bought it, and he literally shut himself down. And he's reopened himself now. And just by accepting that comment from his Reiki master shut him down. And he's a very gifted medium. And now he's reopening to all that now and everything. So don't let somebody tell you can't, or this is the way it is. There are not rules in mediumship. The only rule that I'm aware of is to be true to yourself and to deliver the message from your heart and with love. You know, don't fake it till you make it. That's not the way.
She says, Kathy, she says, Kathy, do you mean take the best and forget the rest? Well, yes, with any teacher, you're not going to resonate 100% with anybody, even if they're good. So yeah, trust your gut, as Deanne's saying. Use your discernment. But and you may decide to go on with somebody else. Maybe you've gotten all you can get from this person. But what I drew was temperance. And what I'm getting there is trust yourself. The other things, there's some things here. Yeah, there are some things here that you're not happy with. Here's the moon. You're welcome. Here's the moon. And you're feeling that there's some things here, unknown things that just, they're not quite right. They're not hitting you right. And the thing is, Spirit's saying is you are wise. Here's the Queen of Swords. You're intelligent. You're wise. Use your discernment. And the third card, yeah. And then here's the Three of Wands. And this says to me, look elsewhere if you're not satisfied. You know, not everybody is going to jive with you. And elsewhere. And, you know, Spirit's going to be there working with you, and, you know, and also finding this new peer. I think you need a new team. And if you do that, then there's victory. I mean, you can certainly continue with this person and just use your discernment, but I think you also need to get advice, you know, some teachings from another teacher as well. I mean, gosh, if I told you how many different things I've done in the last 50 years with spiritual stuff, I've got a very eclectic experiences and teachers and so on. So I don't.
And many of us work in groups with each other. And when you find a group of people to work with, it really helps, because then it's an open discussion and you don't have one person leading the way and saying this is how it goes.
Yeah.
I always encourage people to take some classes with different readers that are offering classes and stuff. Like, get a variety under your belt. What resonates with you will be right for you. What doesn't resonate with you, let that go.
Yep. Absolutely.
And, you know, the other thing I do is I look at people I work with. Are they working within their ego, or are they working within their spiritual realm? Because sometimes people get attached to, you know, starting to think of themselves as really high up there and almighty when they're helping people. And if you're working from that ego side, it's not healthy. That's just my opinion. It is an opinion. But I find
the thing
that
is,
my
as a
ego
medium, as a medium, it's not you. You're connected to the other side. You're connected to your spirit guides and so on. It's not about, you know, me.
We're just the messenger.
We're just a messenger. Yeah, we're just the pipeline.
Yeah.
Okay.
We wouldn't have these gifts if the divine didn't deliver the message to us to deliver. Yeah. So.
Okay. Well, thank you for that question. I'm really glad you did. Obviously, there was something bothering you about it, so trust yourself.
Yeah,
and I threw some cards on it too. I did throw some cards on it, and I feel like it's the same kind of message again. Listen to your intuition, like Sharon was saying, but I have it in the priestess form, intuition. You kind of already have the answer. You know what you need to do. Because there is grief, there's some confusion, there's some angst about it with the 5 of Cups.
Yeah.
And now's the time to control your destiny. I have the World card. So you need to like control anything and everything that's around in your realm. Take some ownership of that. I also have the 5 of Pentacles. And in this aspect, I feel like it's a teacher to a student in this interpretation. So shop around. Not one teacher resonates with every student. And not every student resonates with every teacher. So, you know, I guess my thing is, I would say, shop around. Not everybody is the greatest. Not everybody is the worst. So pick one that you feel comfortable with, because you're going to be successful. I feel like you do have a desire to continue on with your education, with having that pinnacle there as a page. So that's what I got.
I had forgotten that you hadn't read yet. So
that's fine, because I mean, it's the same thing.
I've given advice, but I haven't read what I threw yet myself.
Okay. Yeah, great.
I start out with the King of Wands. You do have the fire in you with your abilities. You have to trust in that messaging that's coming from spirit. I feel like you're feeling really burdened right now. And the interesting thing about the imaging in this card, and I don't know if it's showing up on camera or not, there's a spirit here above that 10 of Swords. And I think that you need to meditate, when you're questioning it, set that into a meditation and see what your guides are guiding you at, and rather than feeling burdened by it. Your guides will guide you to the best understanding. And if you're coming out of that meditation feeling like, no, what you've been told doesn't resonate with me, release it, and go with your gut instinct. Okay. You have the strength. I have you as a Queen of Cups. You do have the power, the empathic abilities to do this. You need to follow your instincts. And you have this. And I see you're part of our spiritual family. You do have these gifts, and you're surrounded by them. And you've got a lot of wands around you. And I'm getting that you're getting a lot of information from a Knight of Wands, that fire energy. So you need to I've got fire here. You need to follow that strength in your fire. What you know is right in your heart. and they'll rewrite. And my underlying card is the 6 of Cups. You have the gifts in your cups. Look at different avenues to do. There's a lot of literature on how to work in, and practice in your spirituality, in meditation. If you have difficulty in meditation, there's a lot of great meditation music and guided meditations on YouTube. I highly recommend it. There's grounding meditations on YouTube. I sent Dean one the other day. It's all done in Tibetan bells.
And I did try that, Kathy. I forgot to tell you about it.
Did you like that?
It made me feel uneasy.
Really sad. It made me feel really grounded. That it was just bells played in different, and it's based on frequencies. See, but because it resonates with me doesn't mean it's going to resonate. But I shared it because it.
Yep, I did try it.
Series has all kinds of different. That particular channel has all kinds of different meditations in different formats, and I highly recommend. I always when I'm working with people, when I hear them say, "Oh, I can't meditate." Yes, everybody can meditate. You just have to learn how to do it. And I'm one of those people that mind runs 1,000 miles an hour, and just getting my brain to slow down sometimes is difficult. And one of the things I do is when I go to do a meditation, I pick one subject, and then I only think about that one thing, if it's an image, if it's a safe place, if it's one specific topic, I try to focus on just that and let go of everything else cluttering in my head. And I always tell everybody I work with, the best time to do your first meditations when you first wake up, because your mind hasn't started spinning yet. And you're coming out of a sleep state, which is a meditative state. Part of meditating sort of puts you back into that REM state. That's why a lot of people fall asleep while they meditate, is they go into a REM phase, and it causes them to fall asleep. But there's a lot of practices that you can learn, a lot of resources out there. And Kim Intuitive has some classes that she's recorded that are not very expensive. You check her website out. I think they're like $20 a pop and stuff like that. I haven't taken any of them, but I saw them listed. I thought I should go check those out. But I do tell people about them because I really like the work she does. She's such a wonderful psychic. So, and Debbie Freebird has courses. Jen from Jim's World has different classes. And so does Suzanne Lynn. And she works with Intuitive Kim. Is that her name? I can't remember. They do some class work together, and they also do. I know Suzanne, not only does she teach the classes, but she also does one-on-one with her students, and works one-on-one with her students that are taking the classes. So those are some great resources. And Whimsy has different classes for. I think Whimsy does RVRC. I think she is doing some mediumship stuff now too. I haven't looked at her site in a while, but yeah. So good luck to you. And yeah. You've got this.
Yeah, so the next question is from Connie about her son.
Yes, I got that. Hold on, let me
okay.
Pull Connie's question. I got them starred. I did go through and star the questions I saw.
Yep.
Okay. Nathan.
I know this sounds ridiculous, but why does he care? And hear me out on this, because that's just giving her, feeding her that energy, okay? So that's like taking away his light, his thunder. So if I was mean and telling him, I would tell him, don't give her the time of day. She's at nights for a reason, and let the trash go. So she's talking trash, and allow people to judge him based on his character, because people are going to see right through the BS. That's how I feel on that.
as well. He needs to surround his ex-girlfriend with love.
Mm-hmm.
Just send her healing and loving energy.
Okay.
Because
I'll definitely read on it.
if you, yeah. So if if his ex-girlfriend is talking smack, and he gets hooked up into that,
then he's giving his power
even
away.
If he doesn't say anything, but yeah, he's giving his power away if he hooks into that energy, even if he doesn't say anything to her. No, send her love, surround her with love, and Connie, you can do the same thing.
And every time he reacts, she gets off on it. Basically, it just feeds her
don't
energy.
feed it.
And what's your son's name?
Nathan.
Nathan. Okay.
I think it's Nathan. Yeah. Okay, I'm going to mute myself while I shuffle.
And Nathan has really good energy, and he's a very bright young man. He just needs to take his power back and ignore her. Because people judge Nathan. I mean, her talking smack is only making her look like a bitch, really. And be frank about it. You know. If he retaliated, then all he'd do is live up to what she's saying about him. So he needs to walk away from
Connie says here that she's told him, given that advice, but he still wanted us to ask. He was just wondering from our perspective. What did you just flash there? Sorry, you flashed it.
I haven't now the Page of Wands. But he's like looking at the past. You know, if I lay this down in a deck, he's looking at the past. He needs to focus his light energy towards the future, not resonate with the past, because that would give her all the energy that she needs and that she feeds off of. She must be a very shallow person in order to feed on him. That means she's not totally over him yet. And I feel like she needs to move on. And the best way that she can move on is if he moves on too, because I still sense that he still kind of has a thing for her, or probably hasn't healed from her yet. And that's why she's still getting under his skin somehow.
He's got love coming in his future. Right in the center of my reading, I get the Two of Cups. He's going to be meeting somebody new. But yeah, he needs to stand in his energy of himself with his Four of Wands. This is what you've taught him, to stand within his own love. I get the Nine of Wands, which in this card I'm seeing that he's at bended knee. He doesn't want to bow down to allowing this for himself. And he needs to move to a higher ground. This is not a battle worth fighting. He needs to just walk away from that. But he has love coming his way. And it's going to be very victorious. I don't know how long this will be. And this will probably cause some conflict with ex-girlfriend when she discovers somebody else has entered his life in the way of jealousy. And that may be why she's talking smack about him. And she's jealous of him being able to move on and move away from her. But this person coming in his life is a Nine of Pentacles. So she's going to be a very strong, stable person. And Connie, I get the feeling you're going to like this next person that he meets a lot. She's going to be more tempered to Nathan's personality. She's not going to be very dominant, a domineering type, not a drama queen or anything like that. Yeah, and Mason's going to manifest this person. And as we know, he has great imagination, great talent, and he's going to manifest what he wants in a relationship. But yes, he does need to do the work of letting go of her energy and allowing her to bother him. But Nathan knows that. Nathan just needs to take a deaf ear to anything he overhears her saying and not even respond to it. It's not worth his energy.
Mm. I definitely see that, Connie, that she's definitely a shallow person. And I think he's like
Yes,
a
that's what I
drug to
see.
her. It's a definite drug to her, because I pulled some clarifiers here on this, the devil in the relationship. And it's like he needs to rest. He needs to balance himself and ground himself in what he wants. At least those are what the clarifiers I'm getting. He needs to heal from it. And I'm getting rest twice in my spread. But I see you as the Queen of Pentacles, surrounding him in that love, that energy. You're surrounding him in that energy. Okay, Connie? The Knight of Pentacles, you're the Queen of Pentacles, and he is the Knight of, or the Page of Wands. So you're surrounding him with that loving energy of the home and health life, right? And right now, it's kind of like the Fool right now. It's like he's kind of in an in-between place until he resolves this with his ex. That's where he's going to be, you know. He just needs to stick to his guns and just to meditate the type of love that he deserves. Yep, I'm good with that.
Yeah, I see Nathan going good places. He just needs to ignore it. And, you know, I think he's going to do fine. Yeah.
Okay, first
on my
one.
list, Deanne. Are you reading still?
I haven't read for Connie yet.
Oh, okay. I lost track. I'm sorry.
No, that's okay. I lost track last time. So, okay. The energy of the reading is the Knight of Pentacles. And I see this as your son. He's grounded, and, you know, he really knows what he's doing. Like he's grounded, and he takes care of his crew. And that's further verified by the Queen of Pentacles here. And I actually see this as Nathan's energy. He takes care of people. You know, he brings out the best in them because he's, you know, he's above, you know, he's up a certain rank, right? And he does, here's the message of love. Here's the Page of Cups. He does have to hold this person in love, because 7 of Cups it can be like confusion too. I think she's very confused, and, you know, she's her own worst enemy. She's, you know, she's creating her own tower moment. But he's the one that's will go on in victory. So you don't have to worry about him, but he just needs to leave this behind.
Yeah, I got the victory card for him too.
Yeah, and the Queen of Pentacles, I clarified that with my own divine timing. The Queen of Pentacles, divine timing. I think he just has to wait this out. She's going to fizzle out, and he doesn't need to be burdened by it. Okay, he shouldn't worry about it. And it's her stuff. It's her heartache. It's her crap. So yeah, he just needs to go ahead and just surround her with love, and she'll be fine. Yes, he's respected at work. So anybody knows him and he's respected by people, they'll know that she's just talking shit. Oh, and when I tuned into her, I looked, and there she was with her hand on her hip. Well, and then like she was just
really the only person that she's making look the fool is herself, not Nathan.
Very shallow. Exactly. Yeah. She's creating her own tower moment.
Yeah. And it's sad.
Yeah, I really saw how shallow
it's
she
very
was.
sad for somebody like her to be so petty, and it's all about me, and
Yeah.
you know, dragging the whole workplace. That's why I always highly recommend people don't date people they work with, because then everybody gets
I did it once and I
involved
never did it again.
Yeah, it's just not the great place that you can meet wonderful people there, but if you're going to do it, keep it private, secret, and out of the workplace. Don't invite everybody in to be part of your relationship, because you're dating one person. You're not dating the 200 people in the building, and nor do you want the 200 people in your business. So
okay,
send all our love
so
to
who's
Nathan.
next?
He will get through this.
We'll send him healing energy and lots of love. But
I will take your question down.
He doesn't have to worry about it.
Nathan always has wonderful energy anytime I've read for him. He's a good
Yeah. Well, he's got a great mom.
Yeah, he's got a great mom. I think Nathan is a lot like Connie. My next question was with Deanne. And she says, there are 3 living sons doing okay. They don't always confide in me. Sometimes I hear them call out, Mom, in my sleep. That's just mother intuition. I hear my daughter sometimes.
Well, and then she said further on, she clarified saying that all 3 of them at one time they attempted suicide. Oh, that broke my heart.
Oh. But I'm glad they didn't achieve suicide, and they've grown past it. They don't have that need.
And of course, if it's been in the recent years, I mean, it's been pretty hard on young people.
I'm feeling like your sons are stable right now. And even if they don't talk directly to you, I think they talk with each other.
Well, let me tune in here.
It's almost like they're the three sons, their spirits are like almost like intertwined. Isn't that kind of what you're getting? Like they kind of like they're connected.
Yeah, I see them marching together, like they're walking together, almost like arm in arm.
They're very, very close.
I think they're taking care of each other.
I'm hearing that they take care of each other. But as a mother, your support can be acknowledging that you see how close they are together and they're supportive of each other.
Yeah.
Because
my kids don't tell me
that
everything.
Acknowledgement sometimes from our parents, recognizing that I really appreciate the bond you have as siblings with each other, that even if you can't come to me, you have each other. And just verbalizing that sometimes is a wonderful support. And it may even open the door for them being able to come to you at times, just by recognizing that they do have that love for each other and that understanding for each other. And no, we can't always go to our parents.
She says spiritually, yes, they're together and they still fight. Well, they're siblings.
Siblings fight. Part of getting along is fighting with your siblings.
I feel like the best way you can be supportive, because I just threw some cards quick on this, is like you that are like the Knight of Swords. You have to be proactive and extend the olive branch to open the door to communicate that with them, appreciate them for what they have done up until this point. I think that will ignite a rebirth, a new relationship, a new onset of a relationship. Because I get, again, with the 4 of Cups, this interpretation of the 4 of Cups, I see it as like the olive branch being extended out. You're seeing it. They're seeing it. And they'll feel connected in this. Sorry, I'm getting tongue-tied here. I feel like they'll feel connected to you with the 7 of Pentacles, with that harvesting, all the hard work you put in, with all the fruit that you lay down and bear, the strong roots. Those are the building blocks of your family tree, your connection to them and with them. But yeah, and then I also have the Page of Swords. So there's a lot of swords here, a lot of communication. I feel like the best way to support them is to show them that you are there for them and to praise them for the things that you notice, but not necessarily being overly mother or parenting them, but to be there to support them. I'm done.
Yeah, I get the Seven of Pentacles as my first card in this reading. I think you've always been very supportive of your children. You've put a lot of time and effort into raising them. The situations that they crossed and bared was very heartbreaking to you. But they have come out of that energy because they're manifesting their destiny now as the Magician. They're moving to calmer waters, and they've worked through the issues that have brought them to that point in their lives. And they have all reached victory because of it. And I asked for some clarifiers of what's going on behind the scenes that you're not seeing. I get my guide card, which is the Hierophant. They are being guided in the strength and protected by angels with the with this King of Pentacles. When I pulled the card, all I saw was these gold wings. I mean, these two cards came one right after the other. The guides, the angels, they are protected and they are family, and they draw on each other for that support, and that's a good thing for them. Yes, siblings will fight. You got to remember, when siblings come around their parents, they become siblings again. My sister and I are in our 50s, and when Mom was around, we fought like we were teenagers. When we were off alone, we get along much better. It's something about coming back to the, to the home, to the family home, back into Mom's house. It brings us back to our childhood. Realize they have grown up. They have a lot of strength. And honor that they have done that. And let them know that you can see the love they have for each other, regardless of the occasional bickerness and stuff like that. You're so proud of them to be able to have each other, to be able to hold on, and that you're there and you support them and you recognize that in them. That gives them so much strength. And that acknowledgement will help you leaps and bounds with your relationship with your boys. So I feel like, as a family, trust that even if they can't bring it to you, they are bringing it to each other, and they are there to help each other. But they've got angels and guides around them, surrounding them.
It's funny, Kathy, that you said that, because in a lot of my sword cards, I do have birds surrounding them. And at the bottom of my deck, I did have the Magician like you did. I'm sorry, go ahead, Sharon.
That's okay. So I'm reading from the Golden Tarot. I love this deck. Kathy gave this to me quite a while ago. Just love this deck.
Was the first gift deck I ever gave you, Sharon.
Yes, that's right. Anyways, for the energy of the reading is the Six of Swords. And what that said to me was, Mom, you've done your work. You took them to a safe place, and you've really done your work. And then the first card is the work card, the Eight of Pentacles. So Spirit is saying, you've done your work. And then I feel like your sons are quite grounded. And it's just things are taking a long time, and I think it has to do with the economy too, like jobs and money and that sort of thing. I think they're probably under some pressures there, but it's gonna take them. It is going to improve, but just not very quickly. And I see you as the Queen of Swords, but this butterfly here, I'm thinking like you do have to let them go. They are changing on their own. You gave them the, the step up in life. You fed and clothed them and loved them, and you do just have to let them go. I feel that if there anything is really truly wrong, I think they will be in contact with you. There's the 8 of Wands. And that will be when, they're really, really, one of them is really worried or under a lot of stress about something. But I think for now, I think they have the usual stresses of young people, especially with COVID and the job situation and that sort of thing. But I feel like they're taking care of each other and that they are protected by spirit. I drew some other cards. I think they've been through a lot of changes.
I'll be right back.
I mean, they do. Here's some, but it's their own journey. Okay. And as a mom, you really need to hold back what you're doing. Let them build the confidence they need. And yes, they do fight with each other, but that's a sibling thing. And they're trying life on their own terms. This is the 9 of Pentacles. And I feel like they are, they're doing well, trying out new things. And of course, being young, there is some sort of confusion about what should I do? What job should I get? What do I need to do? But again, the Knight of Pentacles showed up again. So I think they are grounded, and yes, progress is slow, but I think they are fine. Yeah, that's right. Deanne says, I'm too damn old to keep running for bear. I'm supposed to be an empty nester. Yeah. I feel like your job is done. Let them figure it out.
Well, I don't know.
But of course, you're there.
You never stop. You never stop being a parent.
No, you never stop. You never stop.
I don't care if they're 20 or if they're 40. You're still,
Yeah.
They're your babies.
That's for sure.
Yeah. Blessings to you and blessings to your boys, and know that everything this year is going to be turning around: jobs, employment, the pandemic.
She says my middle son moved back in and won't get a job or pay his child support, so the other sons beat him up. Oh my God.
Well, I'm an ex-child support officer, so I can explain to him what he's doing to himself. And he's going to blame a lot of other people for it. But by not taking responsibility for his responsibilities, he's only going to dig his own grave. And if he wants to stop that, and I don't know what state you live in, but some states charge interest on child support, and you can bury yourself in interest in a matter of 10 years. You can double your debt. So if his child support's above his means, then he can take it back to the courts and seek some help in that regard. But going jobless or working under the table and not reporting it's only going to bury him. So, yeah. But he does need to learn responsibility.
You do have free will, Deanne.
Yeah.
It's almost like you have to hit rock bottom.
Manipulation.
Yeah.
Remember, he's an adult now too. So.
And
it's almost like he has
I bet he's not paying you any rent.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's your obligation to raise your over 20s. I'm having this feeling your son's probably over 30. Definitely isn't your responsibility at this point in time. So you may have to be,
No, I know you're not paying his child support, but is he?
No.
Oh, he's not paying you rent. You know what? The thing is, the cards that I saw were like, hold back. Like they've got to do life on their own. So I would kick
I'd kick him out. Honestly. I mean, that sounds mean, but
I'd kick him out, really.
Hello, you're over 21, you're an adult now, you need to take responsibility. It's not my obligation.
And the thing is, he's not trying to get a job. I know it's Yeah, if he was at least making effort, but he's not. So give him an ultimatum. You're not doing him
Technically, you're enabling him not to take responsibility for himself by allowing him a free ride.
Exactly.
So I pulled some cards on it just to see about this energy. In the center of its death, I feel like he has to hit rock bottom in order for him to move out of that situation, because right now he's in that sense of nostalgia. I'm home, I can do whatever I want, and I think he's banking on the fact that you're not going to hold him accountable with the Eight of Cups to really push him out to accept his responsibilities. But you're going to have to. Why I say that? And you will, because I definitely see him getting his life back together with the Three of Wands. But he's going to have to face those with the Moon. He's going to have to face his inner demons, his inner horrors, and that he's buried down deep inside. He's going to have to shed some light on those issues in order to move past it. So that is kind of what I'm getting. You're going to have to, it's almost like in order to help him, you're going to have to not help him.
Exactly. That's what I'm getting.
Good luck.
Yeah, the energy of the reading I read on him. The energy of the reading I got the Fool. Yeah, he needs to start his own journey. You need to kick him out. Because right now he's got the Nine of Cups. He's been taking care of his mama, right? He's being taken care of by mama, and so he doesn't think it. But here's the Tower. You need to kick him out.
This is a strange question.
And he needs to provide. He needs and the Three of Cups here. He needs to start taking responsibility, paying for his kids. He's got to face up to his own truth. The Page of Swords, and the Page is the most immature page of the lot. And this is him, but he has to face up to his own truth, or he's not going to transform. Here's the other butterfly. And I get the third time I get the Knight of Pentacles.
She's saying that everyone tries harder for him than he does for himself. And why is that? You need to really examine why everybody caters to him. There has to be a reason why everybody caters to him.
Yeah.
It's funny because my guides asked me to ask you this one question. Why does he expect you as his mother to support him, and he's not doing that for his own children?
It's the same link.
Yes, Kevin.
Yeah, I'm getting the vibe that it's his own journey. He's going to be slow to wake up, but it's his own journey, and he needs to go it alone. Here's the Hermit. He needs to take a good look at himself.
I had the Hermit on the bottom of my deck before I started shuffling.
There you go. Yeah. She says he has a pattern of going from couch to couch. Well, I would give him an ultimatum. You either get a job in the next 30 days or you're out of here.
I'm hearing give him a scare straight, like an intervention. You and your other sons are going to have to scare him straight and say, you're not welcome here until you own your shit.
Maybe that's what you need to do, is talk to your two other sons that are taking responsibility in their life to help you with the situation, because he's an adult now and he needs to start growing up and taking responsibility, moving home with mommy, and you taking care of her, and him draining your resources is not helping him at all. It only enables him in his wrong actions.
Mm-hmm.
And your job was done when he moved on and became an adult and started a family.
I got those cards clearly. Her job is done.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Which is why my guide asked me to ask you to ask him, why is it my responsibility to shelter you, feed you, provide you money, all that, when you're not doing that for your own children.
Yeah, exactly.
But move the cards across the table and say, why is it my responsibility when you're not even taking responsibility for yourself and yours?
Yeah.
And it might be also beneficial, I'm just hearing, to consult maybe with a family therapist, just to bring that into play, because you can use that therapist, that family therapist, as a mediator with you and your other children.
That mediator.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Good luck to you, and let us know how things are going. I hope all works out with him. I hope he opens his eyes and sees that, yeah, there's some responsibility he needs to bear. Our next question, I think, is sort of an amazing.
Spirit. Spirit just showed me him walking out the door. Yep, you need to tell him to go. So I just got that. Okay.
Okay, where's my
Thanks for asking that very sensitive question.
Kevin come in, or do I need to send him the link?
It's the same one, Kathy.
I know it's the same one, but maybe sometimes they don't work after a while. Let me just flip him a link really quick.
He might have been asking about the link to Jeffrey's GoFundMe.
Oh, he says he's backstage.
Oh,
Kathy.
He's backstage. He says he's backstage.
I didn't see him. Okay, here he is.
Hi. Hey, Kevin.
All right. We have a really interesting next question. Mary Lloyd says, I tried automatic writing, but only got pictures, which I think is absolutely fantastic. Because
I think it's fantastic. Pictures are, pictures 1,000 words.
Yeah, I agree.
Yes, pictures I think have more meaning than script sometimes. If you don't know how to interpret them, there are tons of books on interpretation for dreams and things like that. Pictures are symbolism. They have a lot of meaning. You should be able to get intuitive meaning from them too. As you look at it, you'll have an understanding of why you drew something, or it'll make sense later. So no, it's not unusual to draw. A lot of people that automatic write do a lot of drawings. Intuitive Kim that reads with Debbie Freebird, and she has her own channel. She her mediumship is done but with automatic writing and drawing. She doesn't throw cards. She does all hers pictorially and in automatic writing. It's a wonderful gift if you can do the drawings with the automatic writing, though. I do some automatic drawing. I do a lot of automatic writing. I suggest, if you want to try an alternative way to do automatic writing where you're not drawing, try doing it on your keyboard on your computer, typing it. And I always started, I don't know what to write, I don't know what, and then before I know it, it's just flowing out of me because it pulls me to a meditative state. But I do all my automatic writing on the keyboard now. Because the information is coming too fast for me to write it. But I also do art that way too. I do automatic drawings and.
Well, my first person that came to mind was Cash Peters, and I think that's probably how he operates.
Exactly.
Writing through pictures. So I think that's great. We all have different gifts and gifts that are stronger. So I think that's great if that's how you're interpreting it.
Oh yeah, and I love the art, the pictures.
And Pat from In Through a Colored Lens, that's what she does. She gets pictures. She draws pictures of what spirit is telling her. So yeah, that's entirely normal. In fact, I admire that you can do that.
Yeah, it's a beautiful gift.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Have any of you tried automatic writing?
I'd love you to share some of it with us sometime. I would love that.
I tried it many, many, many years ago, Dean. I'll have to try to see if I can do it again, but I like the picture idea.
Yeah, I do automatic writing sometimes. I'm like in a really meditative state, or if I'm getting a big download, I'll start writing it out to decipher what I'm getting. I've never tried it with pictures, but I mean, I think that would be a great idea to try too. I'm not much of a drawer though, so Mine would be little stick figures.
My guided drawings are really good compared to, it's
too.
just like my guided typing. My guides know how to spell. I don't. But when I automatic write, I have very few typos. It's really funny. Sharon would be so proud of my guides. No red pencil to circle all my spelling errors.
See, I don't do the red anymore.
Okay.
My typing Cantonese.
Yeah. So Connie D has a question.
I have that. That is my next question up. Hold on just a second.
Yeah.
It's the last question I have in my list. So if anybody else has added a question, you may need to repost it. She said, my daughter is mildly autistic and she is looking for a job. You know, there will be, when I read the question the first time, there will be an employer that will realize the brilliance of your daughter's mind and will open the door for her because she's an extremely, extremely bright person and has assets. Even though she's autistic, she has assets that will lead the right company in great directions. And yes, she will be finding a job. I feel very strongly that there will be the opportunities out there for her.
She's going to have to find one that's going to be patient with her, that's going to be able to look past the autism and allow her to shine through work that will that'll boost her talents. Because I've worked with several children who have autism, and each of them have various skill sets of their own. Some they love music and they'll just harp on that. Some are really organized and they have to have everything structured, A, B, C, D. Everything has to be real meticulous. I feel like she might have a real meticulous eye. So I'm
feeling like she needs a certain amount of space around her where she's not clustered in big groups of people that will make her feel uncomfortable.
Overly stimulated.
This employer that she's going to find will understand autism, for one thing, and that will help open the door for her. And they will allow her the workspace and the work environment that she needs to function best at. Whoever this is that she's going, and I do feel like she will find that right employer, understands what she's dealing with, and also understands that she's an exceptional person, that she will be a great asset to have with their company.
I definitely feel yes as well. I see that Connie's here. Yeah, I feel like she's really, really smart. She was saying, what's your daughter's name, if you don't mind me asking, just so I can tap into her energy a little bit more.
Erin Avery.
Has she gotten any college done yet? Because I see her working on computers and helping operating companies.
I'm seeing numbers all around her. She's very mathematical oriented.
Yeah, I definitely see her working at a computer and helping with the company.
Jamie, it's funny. I heard Avery or Aaron. It had something with the E sound, so it's Jamie.
Jamie.
Feed your cat. Boo Boo Kitty's hungry.
Dean speaks Tucker. I'm starving.
What did she go to school for, Connie? Because I was kind of feeling like she's definitely going to be working behind a computer, and I was actually feeling kind of like tech work, like working for a tech company. But very, very bright.
I definitely feel she has a good support structure. And I definitely feel she's grounded in that structure because I have the Four of Wands on her and I also have the Nine of Pentacles with her. So she's definitely like protected. She's grounded. She has supports from people that are close to her. Um, that being said, I definitely see that this employment that her energy showing me that she will have some possible struggles she'll have to get through, possibly with learning the new job. Because I see that she's kind of, I'm sorry, everything's always, I always struggle when I'm always holding cards and I'm thinking I'm touching one card, but it's actually opposite. So let me see. Okay. I definitely feel like she's worrying about something, maybe possibly worried about how people were going to perceive her or work with her. But I definitely see with the Five of Pentacles, she's going to find her niche. She's going to find the group of people that are actually going to mold her and train her. So this Five of Pentacles is not necessarily something bad. I feel like it's being training, it's being conditioned, it's being taught. I do believe it might either she's having the energy of the King of Wands, that fire energy to want that burning passion to want to be successful, or it's going to be an employer that's going to groom her into the type of employee that she's going to be. I hope that's making sense. And on the bottom of my deck, I have the Queen of Pentacles. So I feel like that is your energy that's supporting her as well, Connie.
I've got two spreads here. Here, the energy of the reading here is fishing. I feel like she's put out a lot of, resumes and that kind of stuff. She's really looking for a job, trying to get nibbles. But she's worried, like, when is this going to happen? When am I getting this job? But tell her to be patient. I've got the Two of Hearts and patience. So give her lots of love and tell her to be patient. She's really worrying right now. And tell her to try not to do that. Because this is the key, that she's got to remain positive. She can't go into heartbreak there. She can't, she's going into worry and, it's feeling like she'll never get the job, but she will. This is my marriage partnership card. So she is going to get a job. And the other spread I did was, okay, I think with the Golden Tarot, the energy of the reading is the Six of Pentacles. She's going to find a boss there's going to be a lot of give and take. She's going to get a lot of help. So it's going to be a very, very good place for her. And yeah, she's going to get a job. Here's the Nine of Pentacles. So, she's going to get everything she needs. And they're going to understand her intellect, her kind of thinking. This is the Page of Swords. Yeah, there you go. They're going to understand, they're going to understand what the gifts that she can bring to the table. And someone is going to take her under their wing, the Emperor. I feel like the boss is going to take her under the wing and help her move forward, and will encourage her to be creative and to be successful. So I do, from both cards, I see that she is going to get a job. It's just she's going to have to be patient and not go into fear. She's really worrying about it right now, and she needs to lighten up. And maybe you can, I don't encourage her to see herself working at that job that's going to suit her just really well. I've done that with any of my teaching jobs. I see myself at the school that I want to be at, and walking down the hallways and interacting with the kids and the teachers. And I've gotten every job that I've gone for. And I didn't apply for every job that came up. I'd look at it, I'd feel the energy of it and go, no, that's not the one. And also, so I did have inkling about that, but also I saw myself in the job.
Well, it's interesting you got the Page of Swords, Sharon, because as I was shuffling, this one came flying out. Like I was saying,
There you go.
Extremely smart. Extremely smart. Really quick. I agree, though. I'm getting some stress in my cards, too. She is overthinking it a little bit and a little bit nervous about it. But I see her right now, she's kind of in the planning stages with the Two of Wands. So really kind of figuring out what she wants to do. I got that stress crossing her with the Three of Swords. And below on my reading, I got the Ten of Swords, and I clarified it and got the Hermit. So, yeah, I mean, I think she's definitely struggling a little bit with being nervous about getting this job. But ultimately, I see her being very successful with the Three of Wands above, really figuring out what she wants to do, and then it's clarified with the Knight of Wands. So it's going to be something really creative, something she's really passionate about. Like I was saying when I was picking up on it, I think she's going to have a computer job, because I think she's really quick with that, and then that's going to help her a little bit too with not being so overwhelmed and with a lot of people around her, a lot of energy. I also am picking up that she's very intuitive, because I had the High Priestess in the future.
Which a lot of autistic people are very intuitive.
She's very intuitive, very she definitely has psychic gifts. But I think ultimately I got a yes with the Ten of Pentacles, or the Knight of Pentacles and the Ten of Pentacles. She's going to get a really good job that's going to be paying the bills.
If she is involved with the tech industry, you be aware that about 25% of our top tech industries are on the spectrum. It's
that's what came to my mind at first was the tech industry.
Yeah.
It's an area in that industry that is very supportive of well, they understand because they have various levels of autism, everywhere from Asperger's to full-fledged autism. Exceptionally bright people, which is what a lot of lay people that just don't understand about autism is.
Well,
they many times
according to the DSM-5
spectrum of intelligence.
It's a spectrum. There's no more Asperger's or autism. It's just an autism spectrum. So yeah, they got rid of some
function within that spectrum that makes it
because what they had found. Here's my clinical hat coming on. I'm no longer practicing, but therapist. But it's that spectrum that it's like you meet this criteria, so you fit on this side of the spectrum, or you meet all of these characteristics, so you're on this side of the spectrum. It's kind of like a tipping scale, if you like a weighted scale. So what you get, what you have, because everybody with autism who's diagnosed with autism, they're brilliant. I mean, no one person with autism is the same. It's like an alphabet soup. Some will have these characteristics and others will have these, and it's like what works one day doesn't always work the next day. So you kind of have to come on with your A game.
And some people are very hyper-focused into mathematics or into English or into science, or and so it's finding where you fit in, and then once recognized.
And Connie, and Connie, I see before you put down technical writing, I got the hit that she's good at analysis. So, analyzing stats and figures and that kind of stuff, and maybe even doing some, you say technical writing, it could be, I don't know, product information or product development, that kind of stuff. So, I think she's going to find her place. I have a friend whose daughter is sounds like your daughter, and she's a graphic designer. She's doing well.
I feel like
super creative.
So there is somebody
Yeah.
out there.
Oh,
that
she's
would
good at
recognize
organization.
her.
Yep.
Yeah. They have
Oh,
real
yeah. So, yeah,
interesting
she's got
interests.
gifts that they'll need.
Yeah. Yeah, I definitely see the job. I think she's going to be very
Okay.
happy there, and it's going to be a good
Mhm.
paying job. So
Yeah.
And
Yep.
she'll have the support
Yeah, I got the
system
Nine of
and
Pentacles. I
understanding
got the
within
Emperor. She's going to have a good boss.
yeah.
She'll have the support system and the backing that she needs to be very successful. She has a lot to offer.
Is
And
there
the
any
thing
more
is,
questions?
you know, probably it's an organization that has other employees like her, and you know, they probably know how to work with them. So, you know, I mean, there's so many people. I mean, there's another teacher that I mean, he's retired now, but way back when I knew him like 30 years ago, I looked at him and I went, I think he's on the spectrum. Very, very organized and that kind of stuff. Great, fantastic teacher. But I could see clearly that he was on the spectrum. And this was before people even really knew about it.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
You're welcome, Connie.
Oh, thank you, Connie. She says, yeah. Great.
Bless you. Thank you for allowing us to read for you on that too.
Yes, I got the troll. I got it. My first time ever getting a troll. Ron always beats me.
It says I got it.
Cisco, Jack?
He says I got it.
Oh.
Yeah.
Drats.
Oh, yeah, it does say it was hidden by you. I reported them though.
Thank you both.
Great.
Look at our great teamwork.
You're
Sharon.
welcome. Yeah, absolutely.
I have great
Smash bang, you're out of here.
Yeah.
Okay, our next question is from Spirit Beyond Stars. It's a two-part. I'll put the short part up and then I'll read the other part. It says, my daughter is my,
Oh, I saw that.
Yeah.
They could have been born somewhere else.
I just lost my question. I must have clicked on it wrong.
I see it.
Did you start it?
I started,
Yeah,
but I
it's
think
there.
I
I
clicked
see
it.
it.
Well, that's part of the question. Okay.
You can't see me or Dean anymore.
Yeah, but you see my great.
You gotta look
my
over.
great hair.
Oh,
Look at that
we
great
can
hair.
see
Well,
Dean's wonderful
I'll pull
hair.
it down in a second, but we need to read the question first.
I'll just let you see the eyes.
Oh, I saw that.
Hello, Patricia. It says, will my son leave his heroin addict girlfriend once and for all? Because he's left and went to California and he got clean up from heroin. Now he wants to start life anew and she doesn't want to.
Well,
he's
got
gonna
I think
realize
that's like going back to old baggage. That's not going to sustain him. And with any addiction, they have to want to change. And he's already put forward that hard work. So I say it's not going to happen. That's what I feel.
Yeah, I was going to say, my guide's telling me that he will have to walk away from her or
he'll spiral out of control.
He'll end up stepping backwards and he does not want to step backwards. And anybody that's coming out of addictive relationships and all that realizes that when they literally have to start anew. And sometimes that means walking away from people they care about that aren't willing to leave that scene. They have to walk away from the scene or they end up getting drawn back into it. And so, yes, I'm feeling he will walk away from it. He's gone too far. Now that he's got that monkey off his back, he's not willing to go back there. And he'll realize that he can't rescue her. The only person that can rescue her is herself, just like he did for himself.
He still feels connected to her, though.
Yes.
With the Two of Cups, he does have that connection to her. But I see that he's not going to give up on what he's accomplished.
Hey, Kathy.
And I think he sees you as his rock. You're his mother. He sees you as his rock. That helps him make those decisions and to think before he acts. That's how I'm feeling about this. And I feel like he's learned all the lessons he has from her, because I have the 10 of Swords on the bottom of my deck. So he's not going back. Just be a lending ear for him as he's going through that, processing that. But I'm done.
Well, just what I was picking up intuitively, I agree with everything you said. I mean, that has to be, he has to decide to step away from that, and I feel like he has. She was just saying that his girlfriend is in jail right now and thinks that she's gonna, so she's had to clean up in jail, but will probably use again as soon as she gets back out. And yeah, she doesn't have a desire to clean up. That's probably more than likely the case. I think that he has moved on past that though, and is going to work on getting his life together. But what I would say is he needs to monitor who he has relationships and friendships with, and just be mindful of that. But yeah, I think that he's going to get in a much better place. I'll be right back.
It's like you almost have to. He sees you as his rock. So I'm gonna say, I just lost it again. That analogy. Hold on. That you're gonna have to help not only be there to support him, but to hold him accountable. Just like, like, remember, son, we don't want to go down that rabbit hole again. But and also to be a real active listener with what he's saying and how you respond, because remember, how you respond can be interpreting a person's emotions, can interpret things 1,000 different ways. So just being that sounding ear to support him as well as holding him accountable, I think it would be what I'm feeling. That's what you need to do with him. Yeah.
I got to jump off of here, but I'm glad I could jump on for a little bit, and I hope that you all enjoy the rest of your night.
Yeah, thanks. I hope your video went well.
It did. Yes. Thank you.
I can't wait to see it. As soon as it's off and it's posted up, I'll be on there watching it.
I'm going to share it as soon as I see it come up on my community page. So, all right. Have a good night, everyone.
Thank you for joining us, and you have a good evening.
Thanks.
Send our love to Dan.
I will. Bye, guys.
Bye.
Bye.
Yeah, I pulled 3 cards on it, and he's already moved to higher ground. And he's already done the judgment, the self-judgment. Now he needs to weigh that judgment on how does he stay in his highest ground. But I see him winning in this battle. I know he may love her and care for her, but he cannot rescue her, and he needs to understand that. He is the King of Pentacles. He's moving forward in his life. He will move forward and be successful at that. He's facing a crossroad right now, but he is being guided in the right direction. He will have to walk away. He's not going to have a choice. He just needs to be patient. Once she hits rock bottom and rescues herself and gets through the work, maybe there's something there, but I wouldn't spend sleepless nights over it. I think he's far enough out of it now that he's got clear vision. So I'm feeling good about it. I'm feeling like he's not going to slide back.
No.
And he's very aware that the only person that really helped him was himself. When he decided to face his own demons, face his addictions, and deal with it, was when he got the work done. Nobody can wave that master's wand to get somebody off drugs unless they want to get off drugs. And I know every one of us have somebody in our family member somewhere that has gone down that rabbit hole. I know I sure did.
Okay. So. I've got some cards as well. The energy of the reading is the Page of Pentacles, and Pentacles can mean health and, mental health. So the message is he's looking after himself. He is, you know, he's going to take care of himself. And he's the Temperance card. So that's for him as well. He's definitely turned a page, and, you know, he's purified his body, and he doesn't want to go back. As far as his love for her, that came out, the Ace of Cups came out upside down. Yes, he did love her, but, you know, that's fading. He doesn't want to take, you know, he does want to pay the price that love. He does want to pay the price for that. And the High Priestess, yeah, he's appealing to a higher, you know, to spirit, and they're helping him. This is the High Priestess. And yeah, he knows what to do, and he's doing it. He's tired of the, you know, definitely his ex-girlfriend has some mental problems around the, you know, being addicted to heroin. You know, there's a reason why she got addicted. And of course, he probably had some problems too. But I feel he's working on it. I don't feel she is. And she's addicted to the friends. You see, they're eating this, some sort of berry here. I see that as, you know, the heroin. She's addicted to the network of friends as well. He needs something that's a lot more balanced. This is the Six of Cups. He needs give and take, and he doesn't want to participate that anymore. And I also got a hit on these sunflowers, which signifies to me California. He's going to stay in California, and he is taking care of himself. There's the Four of Swords. So he's definitely taking care of himself, and he's ignoring what's happening here outside, you know, her and her friends. So I think he's fine. He's not going to go back to her. He's going to take care of himself. So that's what I got.
Sheila of Intuitive says he needs to get far away from her and his friends. That is the right move.
Yep.
I agree with Sheila on that one.
Exactly.
And then she says he needs new friends and a new support group for his growth. And yes. And that's
well, he's in California. He's doing the right thing.
How he continues to do the right thing.
Yeah. It's hard to be around it and stay on the straight and narrow. So he's doing the right thing.
Well, he says he's moving on if she does not get off the heroin. Well, he's attached to her children.
I get the feeling he has. Yeah, I think he has moved on. I think he started to, like I had that Ace of Cups that turned. So I think he definitely emotionally he's moving on.
And even though he is
physically he's moved on, he's in another state.
Attached to her children.
Yeah,
if they're not his children, there's nothing he can do about that. He's gonna have to walk away from not only her, but unfortunately her children. But the children will be taken care of despite their mother. I wish him all the best. I know it's so hard.
It's a tough one.
You know, it's very hard to walk away from people you care about and not being able to fix them. But sometimes that's the only way we can heal ourselves is to walk away. Wow, Jeffrey's balance is up now to $8,460. So thank you everybody who's donating to help Jeffrey out. It's amazing. This community is absolutely amazing.
Yeah. And we got to keep going because he's going to need a lot to get him back on his feet.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's got a lot of support, and I'm sure that Sheila and there's numerous readers out there that will continue to help promote his fundraising.
Yeah, I'd like to do that.
To help him get back. I know we all love Jeffrey. He's such a wonderful person.
Yeah. Yeah, Sheila, you're right. He's got his PayPal account. Like I made a donation to his PayPal a couple of days ago. So, he's got that too. So I'm sure it's
Yeah.
much more than,
Yeah, we're just getting the ticker
8,000.
numbers off from his GoFundMe account.
Yeah,
I'm sure he's
exactly.
probably, knowing Jeffrey, he's probably got as much on his PayPal account by now as he has in his GoFundMe account.
I hope so.
He has a really good support system.
Well,
And
that's us, right?
that's all of us, our whole community.
That's all of us. Yeah. Yes, he needs more. Yeah, I agree. He needs much more.
Yeah.
Exactly. He needs
Well,
a lot.
he was running a B&B
I mean, he's got to
and
replace
an
everything.
art studio. So that was all of his livelihood under one roof. So
exactly. Yeah.
And yes, New York is extremely expensive. So did we have any more questions? Did anybody have?
I don't think so.
To wind up with maybe a oracle card to the group? I always love
that's a good idea. I can do that.
I'm going to pull a postcard from Spirit. This one, it's this one, it's this one, it's this one. You are pure joy is the card of the day. For the collective group, it says, Dear you, now is one of those times when you're being asked to add some distance. Take a step back and do nothing but observe. Don't worry about how long it will take to regroup. Just know it's temporary and actually an opportunity to take a breath. Slow down and look at how far you've come. Decisions are for the highest good. Are made with when you have clarity. Which ones come from being open to the information from both the intellect and the intuition. When you step into the role of observer, it's as if you've turned on the switch that allows your soul to be an essential part of the information gathering, decision-making process. In this way, you can approach things from a more neutral and non-judgmental place. We know you'll make the right choice. Trust us when you say, now is not the time to get close to the fray. Step back now and you'll be glad you did. Love you. That's an interesting message.
So for the collective, I laughed when I saw this only because it's what we've been talking about earlier. It says Rose Garden. So this is Sharon. Rose Garden. It says sensitivity, awareness of nature, integrated whole, strength. Look at the beautiful woman who has transformed into a flower. She holds a red blooming rose to the place where her heart belongs. Her hair has become the leaf blown in the wind. She is part of the nature and grown stronger with every gentle touch and loving gesture. She's not alone. Her friends, the caterpillar and the butterfly, are here to visit. Thorns threaten to prick her, but she's not scared. A rose is beautiful and strong because of its thorns, not in spite of them.
Sheila says she's got a new channel name, No More Inquisitive. So what is it?
Your channel name?
Yeah.
It's intuitive tarot, not
okay. Well, tarot.
Oh, intuitive. Oh, yes. Okay, I see it. It looks so close. I just read it for
She
what I
says
knew
no.
it was.
Oh, right. Oh, right. It's right there. It's staring me in the.
Yeah,
It's
I
right there.
know.
Okay.
I
Sorry,
like
have
it,
to turn the
Sheila.
light on here to see the small print.
Somebody suggested if I was going to change my name to change it to Golden Light Tarot, which is really funny because when I read that, I can't remember who suggested it, but I thought that's beautiful because my guide is a golden being, and that's what I see when I tune into my guide is golden. And that's why I had called my channel Guided Light Tarot, is because I channel my guide all the time. He's always in my ear. And so I had named the channel for my guide, but I loved the suggestion Golden Light. It reminisced with me. So if I ever manage to get over and get the work done, I will get my channel name changed, and I think that's what I'm going to go with, is Golden Light Tarot. Anyways,
Sounds
what do you
good.
have upcoming?
Okay, I pulled a card.
Oh, was that?
I pulled a card for the collective, and it's from The Language of Letting Go. You know, I like to use this a lot. The Language of Letting Go by Melody Beatty. And it says, releasing anger towards family members. And so it says, today I will accept the potent emotions I may feel towards members of my family, and I'll be grateful for the lessons they are teaching me. I accept the golden light of healing that's shining on all of us.
I got the message.
So yes, we had a lot of questions about family here. So they're definitely here to teach us lessons. Yeah.
Oh, so much so. Sending a lot of love and light to your son, Patricia, and to Nathan, dealing with his issues at work with his ex. I feel like everybody's going to just overcome these issues, that life will balance out for everybody. I feel very positive about that. We're a loving, caring group. I want to thank everybody for joining us. Dean and I got a special going. We're doing that tomorrow, Dean.
Oh, yes.
Yes, tomorrow.
Did you want to do it filmed and then released on both our channels, or did you want to?
Let's just do it live on yours. That works for me.
You're live. So
meet us over on Dean's channel. What time are we going on tomorrow?
Pick a time.
Hey, you're the one that works.
I don't work tomorrow. It's Martin Luther King.
Oh, whatever time's good for you. Dean will post it, I guess, when he figures out what time he wants to go on.
It's going to be very cool. Thank old Hollywood. That's all I'm going to tell you. Thank old Hollywood.
Yeah. Oh.
Yeah, Sharon wants to participate.
Deanne is saying, what are you doing?
I'll tell you offline.
What are you doing?
Yeah, after the show, we'll tell you who we're doing.
Okay, sounds good. Sounds good. Yeah, okay. Deanne said, she's talking about the card that I pulled about releasing the anger, to your family members. She says that brought tears. So, yeah. I'm glad you reacted to that. It's a powerful card.
Yeah.
Yeah, releasing anger towards family members.
And it's really hard.
Yeah. So Deanne, put lots of love around your son, your deadbeat son, but at the same time, he's got to figure it out on his own. You've done your job. Okay. So I'm going to go and
going in the program.
Oh no, I'm staying on, aren't I?
Yeah,
you're gonna stay on. But you have a January 6th up and coming collab coming, I hear. You want to tell everybody about it? Sharon.
Who does?
You do.
Me.
January
no, it's February the 6th.
February 6th.
Yeah.
Well, yeah.
No, not January 6th.
January's already passed.
February 6th.
Yeah.
Yes, February 6th. It's a Sunday at 10 o'clock. The wonderful Linda G is joining me to do reading. So I'm very, very excited about that. sometimes she takes a long time to get back to people, but she got back to me within hours. So I was really, really, really pleased. So yeah, 10 o'clock, February the 6th. It'll be Linda G and me. And yeah, so I'm excited about that. And I've got we have our regular Nasty Women Tarot, 4 o'clock Tuesdays with my dear partner in crime, Lisa Smith. And then I have Saturday, January the 22nd, this upcoming Saturday, I have Kathleen J. Lightworker and Sophie from Bright Opal Tarot will be joining me. No, Spirits Beyond Stars, it's February the 6th.
Yeah, since January is already passed.
Definitely at 10 a.m.
And next week,
I
actually have a
January
collab
26th.
with Sophie from Bright Opal 2. I'm going to be on one of her Friday night shows, alongside with my Friday night at 7, Coffee Talk Live at 7. And
I'll probably join Dean because I like to jump on with him on Fridays.
And you'll also see me even to tomorrow, because we're doing a
collab
old
tomorrow.
school Hollywood. You'll get more.
You're gonna love that. We got an amazing
group of 3 individuals.
Group of 3 that we're going to be reading. So you definitely want
to
stay
tuned for that.
Oh, cool! Very cool. Very cool. Okay, Sheila. Yep, you just send me an email, Sheila. Tell me a date because you're busier than me, and it doesn't have to be. On a Saturday. So, ball over to you, Sheila.
Yes, anybody that hasn't seen Nasty Women Tarot isn't a porn type site or anything. It is good conversation, good humor, some nasty jokes every so often. Sharon flirting with the entire room. We love you, Sharon.
But anyways, thank you everybody for showing it. Thank you for continuing showing
with the women and the gay guys. Yeah.
Anyways,
okay, Kathy, take it away.
Yes.
Okay. Yeah, everybody have a good evening.
Good night, everybody.
And Deanne, thanks for subscribing.